Very briefly, hi everyone. My name is Helena. I'm a community manager here at Miro. I am today joined by Johanni. Johanni, is it the correct way to actually pronounce it? I always assumed, who is a group leader and a community member here at Miro, who is going to talk about customer loyalty and product design today. I'm very excited to learn something new today. And Johanni, please tell us a bit more about yourself so that I don't steal any more time from your time on the stage. And yeah, very excited to learn today.
Perfect. So thanks a lot, Helena, for the introduction. So my name is Johanni Pestalozzi, as mentioned, and I come originally from the Dominican Republic. I have been living abroad now for 15 years or so, currently living in Zurich. And as Helena mentioned, I'm a lead experience designer and a community lead here at Miro. So today we will discuss customer loyalty and product design. I'm very excited about this topic because I have been thinking about this workshop for a while already, and I finally can materialize it. So I'm very happy and look forward to what we can achieve together. So I just wanted to mention before we start that this workshop is being recorded and that you can review the recording later on YouTube if you're interested to just check some parts of it for your personal use. The agenda today is first, we will have an icebreaker and a brief introduction in the group. Then we're going to have two activities. The first one is to assess loyalty programs that we use commonly. And the second one is to discuss a Starbucks loyalty use case. So we will review a little bit what they're doing around NFTs and the metaverse. And we'll finalize the session with retrospective and some words for the closure. So I put here some words about me. I already mentioned it. Feel free also to find me on LinkedIn and to connect. I'll be very happy to follow up after this workshop and maybe find opportunities for collaboration. Good, so let's jump it right into the icebreaker. I will share the link of the board in the chat. And then feel free to click on it and then access the board. I think it's already in the edit version. Yes, perfect. Okay, perfect. So people are slowly joining. Good. So while people are joining, here you can come all together to the icebreaker session. So here, maybe you have used this exercise before. The idea is that you select one of these dots. You can press H or V, and then you go closer by zooming into the board, and you select one of these dots, and you place it in this wheel in the feeling you have right now. It's just to know how you're feeling today and how you are prepared for this workshop. So let's spend around 1 minute on this, and then we can wrap up with a brief introduction. Okay, time's up. Perfect. So it seems that many of us are in the joyful and powerful part, which is awesome because it's going to help in the workshop. So let's now spend 1 minute or so introducing each other. Maybe let's start someone who marked excited. Please feel free to unmute yourself and yeah, say some words about you, where you're located and what you do.
Hello, this is me. I'm Desiree. I'm from Germany, and I just started as a junior data scientist, a German loyalty program platform. So that's why I picked like excited. I'm very excited about this workshop, and yeah, I haven't done this in a very long time, so that's why I'm excited. Normally, I'm just programming a lot and do like a lot of data analysis. So it's more like a yeah, I mean, it's more like a thing you do like in silent and not in a lot of workshops.
Right. Perfect. So thank you so much for joining us and welcome. I also look forward to what we will achieve together in the afternoon. Cool, thank you. So maybe one of the participants marked energized. Feel free to unmute yourself and just say some words about you. Energetic. So it seems that it's not true. You're not so energetic, but it's okay, it's fine. Thanks anyway. So maybe the person who wrote respected, that's very interesting. Some words about you, where you're located and what you do for a living.
Yes, that's also me. I put more dots, so
Okay.
I hope I didn't do it wrong.
No, it's all right. It's perfect. Cool, but that's interesting. Why do you feel respected? Is there any specific event that you would like to share?
No, I just had like not a specific event, but I had a lot of great meetings together, like with some colleagues who told me that they're really happy that I'm there. So
Nice.
yeah, so I feel very
Nice.
respected and valuable, and yeah.
Nice. Interesting. Very happy for you. I also feel respected, and I think this is a very valuable aspect of life, especially when you hear that from colleagues. Great.
Exactly. Thanks.
Perfect. So good. So maybe the last point, the last person here, sentimental. I hope it's not the same person.
Yes, it's me again.
Is it also you? Okay, so let's move on. Maybe another person.
Yes.
Maybe hopeful. Hopeful.
We have Phil, who tried to join in to explain why he was feeling excited, but he's saying he had some issues with the mic.
Okay, perfect. Thanks a lot for letting us know. Good. Okay. Well, in any case, thanks a lot for participating in the icebreaker. It's always good just to have an idea of how the group is feeling before we start. So I would say we can go directly into the activity. As I mentioned, we have two sections of the workshop. So in this first one, we're going to focus on the brands that we regularly use. And this is divided in three parts. I will give you here an introduction of what we will do, and then I will present you tables that we will be using. So the first part is that you think of a brand that you regularly use. Let's say when you go for shopping, that could be groceries, that could be clothing, anything that you like buying in the retail sector, let's say. And then you will find a logo of that brand and take some screenshots of their website, specifically the loyalty part. In the second part of this evaluation is that we will answer a series of questions to understand better in a more analytical part what are the components of this loyalty program. And these questions include how did you hear about it, what motivated you to join it, what you like and what you dislike about it. And finally, we will assess this strategy by evaluating how this loyalty program is presented or how the value proposition is presented in the website, and then what are the strategy around getting points and what behavior is being rewarded. So that's in general the concept. Here I placed a screenshot of industries that you may have a look at, especially when you're identifying the brands that you like the most. So if you would like to have a review of industries that there are, or the most common ones, you can have a look here and then you can refer to it in the next exercise. So that's the first part. To complete this, I have created this table. And please do not be afraid because it looks a little bit large. It's just that we are going to go through it systematically. And I thought this could be a good way to structure what we will do. So as I mentioned, we will have then these parts. The first section, we're going to spend 5 minutes. First, think about a brand that you use, a shop that you go regularly. Then find the logo on Google. And then place a sticky note labeling the brand of this, the industry of this brand. And then go to the website and take a few screenshots of the section of the loyalty. So here we're going to spend 5 minutes, and then we're going to spend more or less 1 minute discussing it. Is this clear? Is there any question before we start? Okay, it doesn't seem to be the case. So let's then go for it. 5 minutes, find a logo of the brand that you regularly use, then take a sticky note from the left-hand side and name the industry, and then take a few screenshots of the website indicating the loyalty brand. So let's go for it. 5 minutes.
Hey, Johanny. I think Johanny has.
Yes.
Yes. Karen wrote a question, and maybe you can explain to her. So she says she's thanking you for leading the session, and it's her first time joining, so she feels a bit clueless about the content. Is actually about how it relates to digital products. Maybe you covered it. You cover it a bit later, or was it covered in the past session? I'm not sure about the past session, maybe the one you led some time ago. So yeah.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Thanks a lot for pointing this. Okay, so I will address this question in the discussion session. So you can just wait for around 2 minutes and then we will go into it. Yeah?
Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks.
For those who just joined, I left a link in the chat. Feel free to join the board and participate, or maybe if you don't know how to work in Miro, then it's quite simple. And just go and maybe follow Johanny and see what's going on, and maybe you can add some sticky notes or something, or just ask in the chat, or add your questions to the chat, and maybe unmute yourself when it's relevant and ask away. Thank you. I see more people adding, which is quite cool.
For those who just joined, I'm thinking about adding around 2 more minutes to this session, this section. Please join the board and find us in this table where we are assessing loyalty programs. And the idea is that you find a logo of a brand where you regularly buy or shop, and then some screenshots of the website, specifically of the section with loyalty program. So you can just find the section here on the table and just place the logo and the screenshots of the website. The last minute. Okay, perfect. So most of us have completed this section. For some of you who are still looking for images, is okay. So you can continue doing that while we are discussing the rest. So I would like to start with Canada Store, and you just need to present us, describe us a little bit the images that you selected, and yeah, a little bit of what this loyalty program about in around 1 minute or so. Feel free to unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and just please describe the loyalty program. So the person who found Canada store, if you're still there, now would be the time to present this content.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm fighting mic issues here. Sorry. Yes, my name is Phil. I'm calling from Toronto, Canada, where I'm a senior product manager for a fintech solution or brokerage here. So yeah, so Canadian Tire is sort of a home. They sell all sorts of homewares, auto parts, sporting goods. It's sort of like a catch-all for everything you can think of. Their loyalty program is this, and they've had it for years and years, is this Canadian Tire Money, they call it. So every time you go into a store and purchase, and you don't have to be a loyalty customer, they used to give you, and they may still do this actually, but they used to give you these Canadian Tire dollars, which look like fake dollar bills. And you would see people who collected stacks and stacks of these until one day they could go and buy their kid a new bicycle or something like that. But I do have their credit card, which does give me some cashback incentives, as you can see there. Or you get 4% Canadian Tire Money back on your purchases. There are some gas incentives and grocery incentives. I don't actually use it for those because I have another credit card which gives me better cash rewards than but the store, there's a lot of these locations across Canada, especially in the city here, so they're convenient. I do use their credit card for larger purchases because as a card holder, you do get to have like zero interest, 24 payments type approach. So I to use it more for that than trying to collect this money, because I probably have maybe $1 of incentive money on my account. And so
Perfect. So thanks a lot for this input. I'm afraid I will need to stop there because we have
no worries.
The time, but amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. And okay, so let's move on then to the next example, which is DM in the consumer goods industry. So the person who selected this brand, please feel free to unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and then describe a little bit what the loyalty program is about.
Yes, so that's actually, I put this one and also the next one. DM is a drugstore in Germany. I think they also have it in Austria and Switzerland, but I'm not actually sure about that. And they have their own loyalty program, which I don't use, but we have two major loyalty, like multi-partner loyalty programs in Germany. And it is called Payback. And you see it if you scroll a bit on the on the left one, the blue button. It's called Payback, and you simply on average, I think if you spend €2, you get a reward of 1 point, which is 1 cent. And then you can also activate some coupons in the app, and then you get more points for a smaller purchase. So Payback is the loyalty program of DM. They also, as I said, they also have their own one, their own, but I never use it, so I actually don't know a lot about it. And so on their website, it's also since it's a drugstore, you physically go there normally. On the website, it's not I actually never went to their website, but that's why I also put a picture of the point of sale, where you can see at where you pay on the right side. If you scroll a bit to the right, there you see you can also see at the point of sale. Yeah, exactly. Here you can see a small ad. And then there is another loyalty program in Germany, which is called Deutschland Card. And this is, for example, one of the partners is Edeka, which is a German supermarket chain. And it's the same here. Normally you go to a physical store. You can also order, but I have also never done this. So I use like the loyalty programs more for like physical stores. And that's why I also put here like a picture of the point of sale where you can see like the cards at the cash desk. Yes, and it's the same. You spend €2 and you get a reward of 1 point, which is 1 cent. And yeah, but with like coupons, you can get like more points for a smaller purchase. Yes, that's actually it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. This is very interesting. Actually, I lived in Germany for a while, so I really know very well these programs.
Ah,
And it's
okay.
really nice, yeah, to be reminded of them. Actually, these are like pretty large brands. So
Yes,
when I was using them, it really felt like it would be like a normal, like a natural thing, because it's practically everybody's buying in these shops, right?
exactly. And you only have like one card, like 1 or 2 loyalty programs, which you can use for multiple partners. So that's more convenient than for each brand or each store you go to have like a specific loyalty card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. So I will briefly then present you Burger King, which is in the retail consumer goods. And this loyalty program is quite interesting. Here they have a combination of a mobile app where you have you create a user, and then you have a barcode and also a 6-digit code. You can access it in their digital displays at the store, either by scanning the code or by entering it in this section here. There they also explain how the rewards work if you are using it for the first time, like based on the number of products you shop, you accumulate points that you can redeem by consuming at the store. So yeah, once you scan the code, you are then presented to the screen where you can select if you have enough points, what you can redeem it for. They included here. So here you see this is locked. So at the moment there are not enough points used, but if you have enough, then you can just select and check out. Good, so time's up. But yeah, that's more or less the concept, right? That you can buy products there, you can get points and immediately use at the store. Good. So now that we have an overview of a few loyalty programs, the idea is that we go through a series of questions to better understand in more detail what they're about. We're going to spend here around 5 minutes discussing each one of these questions. They include, how did you hear about this loyalty program? What motivated you to join it? What do you like and what do you dislike about it? And how do you get points and how you can use it or redeem it for? So before we join, is there any question before we start? Okay, so it doesn't seem to be the case. So let's go for it. 5 minutes for specifically the person who worked on this loyalty program. You can just use a single sticky note for one idea and then try to answer the questions that are listed at the top. So let's go for it. Apologies, I just realized that I was on mute. So I was saying that let's jump in directly into the DM and EDICA examples. So please feel free to unmute yourself and describe the answers you provided.
Yes, so it's quite the same. So the loyalty programs are, oh, sorry, I want to start the video as well. It's like the programs are quite the same. So you get points at the supermarket checkout or online, normally like for both programs. I don't know why I put like supermarket checkout on one and online on the other. Like it's for both. Yeah, so at the supermarket checkout or online, if you enter like your number, like a normal affiliate purchase, and no, I'm very sorry. That's how I heard about the program. I'm very sorry. So I heard about the program. That's why there are like different things. So the first program I heard about at the supermarket checkout, they ask you, do you use the loyalty program? Yes or no. If you say no, they ask you if you want to like become a member, and then you get like the card and can use it immediately. You don't have to register before. You can use it immediately. And the second one, I heard about it online, I think through a mobile ad or something. Why am I using the two programs? It's easy to use, and of course, you get a reward. And also at Payback, you have like a lot of referrals and competitions where you can also win points. And yes. What do I like about it? It's very easy to use. You only have like one app for a lot of different partners. And it's also nice that you can do like an in-store redemption. So if you run out of money or something, you can also pay with your points if you have enough points, obviously. What do I dislike about it? So one of the two programs, they have like a overnight system, so you can see your points only in the next day, which is a bit annoying because you don't know if it worked or not. The other program, if you leave the supermarket, you immediately see in the app like that you got points for your last purchase, which happens within like I think 20 seconds or something. Yeah, and how do you get points? As I said, like at the supermarket checkout or through an affiliate purchase, and you can use it in the store. But they both have like also their own like a bonus shop where you can buy like a lot of different things, or you can also donate your points. So you're still muted, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Nice, very interesting. Nice that they have the option to donate the points. That's a very peculiar option.
Yes.
Good. So from Burger King, I heard about it by visiting the store through the digital displays. And I got motivated to join because I could get free products. And I think, yeah, they're very interesting and it's worthwhile. So what I like about it is that I get enough redeemable points on each purchase. So somehow I have the feeling that it's good enough, the number of points I get, so I can quickly redeem them. And also that I can get free products right away. What I dislike about it is that I need to constantly scan the app barcode to log in. When I need to purchase, I go to the digital display and then I need to scan the code from the app. So I think maybe a more straightforward way, let's say by biometrics, by scanning my eyes or my fingerprints would be more interesting. And the points, I get them by purchasing simply. So by each purchase, I get the number of points and then I can redeem them with similar products. Good. So now the second part of this table is to go a bit deeper into the strategy to better understand what this is about. We have here similar questions. So the first one is, how is the strategy or the value proposition presented on their website? So the idea is that you go to their website and see what they highlight, what is the value that they present to customers in your point of view? Why do they think people should join them? The second question is the strategy. What is the behavior that is rewarded? What do you think they're looking after? Do they want people to buy more? Do they want them to register more, to sign up for their newsletters, to recommend them, etc.? Then another question is, what customer data do you need to make this loyalty program a success? What do you think we, as a strategist, designing loyalty programs may need in order to make this specific case successful? And in this case, then what customer data we may need to make it happen? And finally, how would you measure the success or impact of this loyalty program once you have understood what behavior is rewarded and what data is required from customers, as well as the value that is provided to them? So again, we will spend 5 minutes on this and then we will wrap up in the group. So let's go for it.
Yes, so as before, it's almost the same, but the first point is a bit different. Can I see the questions above? Because
Yes,
otherwise,
sure.
yeah, perfect. So the strategy on the website is if you go to the one of DM, the payback one, it says like they present reward on the top, whereas the other one presents more to save money. Like if you use this program, if you use it's called Deutschland card actually. If you use this card, you will save money. Yeah, and the next 3 points, they are, or the next 3 questions, they are like for both programs almost the same. So the strategy to get points and behavior to reward it is like shopping at multiple partners. So they want you to use like the card for multiple partners, not just for one partner. Also to use like different services within the app. You can do like, you can go to physical stores, you can use like online shops, you can also check out like different things on within the app. And they also use like, for example, raffles to keep customers in like using the newsletter. And what customer data do you need to make the loyalty program a success? In this case, it's like very important to have like data from different partners, so they know what you buy at the supermarket, they know what you buy at the drugstore, they know what you if you have like a car, for example, if you pump gas at a gas station, they know where you're shopping online, so they don't only have like data from one specific partner, they have like data of like multiple partner, which can help them later, like for example, for cross-selling or something. And also the customer data that you need is like a constant tracking, also when they use like the app or online, so web tracking, which different partner websites they went to, what are they interested in, so yeah, and of course what are they buying, so that the service should be very easy, so that they're using it for every purchase and not like once in a while.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
On the last point, yeah, as I said, how to measure the impact or the success is if you actually can make sure like that you sell people from multiple partners or different products, so cross-selling, and also like raising the average cost per order or the frequency at the specific partner.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you very much for this. From the side of Burger King, the value proposition on the page is ownership of the experience. So essentially here, as you can see, rewards your way. somehow, you purchase a product and you own it directly. Then transparency on points and how the program works. And I think this part of 1 franc equals 10 crown points helps to transparency, although it doesn't really show what you can do with these 10 crowns, but at least you can get more or less an idea of what you get, of how many crowns you get, right? And then how the program works, it goes 1 by 1, 2, 3, and how you can start using it. Then the strategy to get the points essentially is purchases via the mobile app, because they require you to scan a QR code to start purchasing, and then to purchase at the store, because to use this, actually you need to go to the store and scan it. So indirectly, it's not really rewarding deliveries or purchases via the mobile app. It's only to keep track, let's say, of the points you have. And the customer data you need is products purchased and the frequency. And what you would need to measure the success of this is a purchase rate. So how much and what products you purchased at the specific time. So this is more or less an overview. This is for you to keep in mind whenever you are designing a loyalty program, what questions you may think about, what you can look at for reference to create your own, what industries, and see what could relate to the specific needs you may have when you're designing this kind of programs. So now I wanted to complement the exercise before we leave with a brief discussion on a Starbucks loyalty program. As you may know, Starbucks has a long tradition. It's one of the most successful loyalty programs in the world. So they traditionally ask or support or provide their customers with free drinks due to their birthdays or the number of points that they have accumulated by the purchases that they make. It's a traditional way of the loyalty program. Now they're getting into the metaverse and the NFT and Web3 world. And here there is a brief video that summarizes what they're doing around this area. So before we go into the analysis, I would like to present it to you, and then we can have a brief discussion. Oops, 1 second.
From the beginning, our mission at Starbucks has been to inspire and nurture the human spirit by fostering connection over coffee, community, and belonging. With Starbucks Odyssey, we've launched a new experience, surrounded by a digital community where members can come together, interact, and share their love of coffee. The experience allows members to play a series of interactive activities called Journeys, to earn collectible Journey stamps and Odyssey points that will open access to new benefits and immersive coffee experiences that they cannot get anywhere else. Members will also be able to purchase unique, one-of-a-kind, limited edition stamps through the Starbucks Odyssey Market. Designed by Starbucks partners like me, these limited edition stamps will bring to life a new dimension of Starbucks, weaving together visual elements of Starbucks past, present, and future into beautiful, layered pieces of artwork. For this first collection, we celebrate our siren and the many forms she's taken over the past 50 years, in a reimagined approach that lets our customers connect with Starbucks to gain access to our brand like never before. Our siren is our muse. She's our storyteller. Around the world, she's a visual expression and the most recognizable symbol of the Starbucks brand and experience. Each limited edition stamp is built from 5 different layers of original Starbucks art, each telling a unique story. To create these layers, we dug through a rich archive of Starbucks artwork developed over the years. The first layer, foliage, represents the life and nature at the heart of our coffee and brand expression. The second layer is sea, our siren's home. This is where her journey begins. The next layer is our siren herself, one of 5 depictions from throughout her history, reinterpreted through a variety of colors and textures. Our fourth layer is journey, a topographic map representing our siren's travels. And our final layer is terroir, a word of French origin, which speaks to the climate, terrain, and geography of where our diverse coffees are produced and grown. Together, these layers all combine in many unique ways to create our first collection of these one-of-a-kind collectible stamps. With Starbucks Odyssey, we invite you to join us to experience a new dimension of the Starbucks brand by unlocking access to our immersive digital community. We're so excited to share this with you. Welcome.
All right, so this is an overview of what Starbucks is doing around NFTs and collectibles. And as you saw in the video, customers are able to complete journeys via the mobile app that will enable them to earn stamps. And once they have completed them, they can trade them at the marketplace, either buying any of these collectibles or exchanging them for journeys, let's say by having a coffee experience in the metaverse, or learning how they produce coffee, or visiting a plantation in Costa Rica, or also exchanging it for any of the products at the store. So, which is what they can get via perks, for example. So now, briefly, we can spend around 2 to 3 minutes briefly analyzing what you think may work with this loyalty program and what you think may be challenging that we can start already envisioning into what could be problems around this program. So let's spend 3 minutes around this, and then we can briefly discuss in the group. Okay, perfect. So Desiree, would you mind describing your sticky notes in both questions?
Yeah, of course. So I think it will 100% work to keep like the customers or the consumers in the app so that they will spend more time with the loyalty program itself. And then you go to the app and you figure out what you can do. And maybe then you check out also other features and other services or whatever. So I think, yeah, customers will spend more time with the loyalty program, and also like that it will build like through the competition, it will build like a community because you can also trade it if I understood it right. So yeah, you get in touch with other people who are using the loyalty program. So I think this might work.
Mhm.
And
Perfect.
yeah.
What's challenging?
And challenging for me is, so I'm thinking if there is actually an additional benefit for the customer in the long term. I mean, you can get like those specific stamps, but I don't know if there is like an additional benefit and if you would use it in long term. For now, it might be fun, but if it's really like a long-term strategy, I'm not seeing this for now.
Interesting. You mean like additional benefits in terms of revenues for the store?
For both, like also for the consumer, like what is the additional benefit for me if I got like all the additional stamps, or how fast do I get them, and what is the additional, I mean, I don't know, maybe there is like a super additional benefit, but also for the store, they have to create those stamps, if I understood it right. So they also spend money on people actually creating those stamps, and I don't know if the return on investment is really there.
Exactly. Very interesting. Perfect. Thanks a lot for that. I have very similar points as those you mentioned. I believe that this approach can help them build a digital or metaverse community, which can be leveraged for other loyalty engagements. And then it can also help attract young customers who are interested in this type of products. Now, in terms of challenges, I think that the metaverse is still relatively new to many buyers. So I'm not sure like the size or the impact that they may have with this program. And then that there may be customers who may not be convinced about the value of collectibles versus products that they can get at the store, which is a coffee, which is what most people want, right? So I think there may be some challenges, but I'm optimistic, as maybe you are, and really look forward to seeing how this goes. Right now, it's in a beta version in the USA, and I think you can track progress of this program on their website. It is nevertheless a very interesting one because the Starbucks is one of the most successful ones with loyalty programs. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how this NFT and the metaverse concepts are applied, or how they develop in the retail sector. So to wrap up the workshop, I would like to briefly complete this short on what you learned today, what was surprising to you, and what problems or opportunities, or what things you think we could focus on the next one. This was a template, so apologies for that. And what do you mean? What do you think we could see more in the next workshop? So let's spend 2 minutes on this, and then we can conclude the workshop. Okay, the last few parts, maybe one more minute, right? We have this last part, which is not concluded. I think it would be really interesting to have some feedback on that. Okay, perfect. Great. So thanks a lot for this feedback. I will gladly review it afterwards. It was really a pleasure to share this time with you. I hope this was useful. Please feel free to review the group in the Miro community. It's called Innovation and Business Strategy. You can click on here and this will lead you directly to the group. And also feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be very happy to follow up afterwards. So thank you once again, and I wish you a very nice rest of the evening.
Thank you very much, and we'll meet on LinkedIn.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great
Take
evening.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.